Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
And right there's Tucker.
Yep, that's me.
And we have all four mainstream minivans here for you at the Texas Auto Riders Auto Roundup. And in this video, we are going to take you on an extensive tour of all four to help you make the right three-row vehicle decision. Hop in with us. All right, Holly and Tucker, what vehicle are we starting with of the four minivans?
One of the newest minivans, the Kia Carnival.
So,
is it a minivan? Is it an SUV? We'll find out.
They call it an MPV, but it is the 2025 Kia Carnival Hybrid SX Prestige. This is the top model. Why don't you go hop in? Well, do you want to talk about the exterior styling first? Some of your favorite things out here?
Well, I love this color.
Yes.
It's a Kia color, but what I like about this, I've seen several of them on the road, and every time one drives by, I'm like, ooh, that's a pretty car. And you really, from the front, it does look like a big three-row SUV with this nice grille, looks menacing on the road. But then from the side, you can see that it gets longer, and it is more like a minivan.
Yep. And then, being the SX Prestige, we get the very trendy all black wheels.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the front of it very much looks like a Sorento.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Almost like they stole the front off of the Sorento.
Yeah.
Put it right here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those pretty cars.
And I love that there's a camera right here.
Yeah.
You can see in front of you if you're parking.
Yep. 360 cameras
That's
are
right.
awesome. Let's go take a look at the front row first. We'll point out some things we really like here in the front row.
I'm gonna check out
And
the
Tucker's
front
gonna sit in the back seat, and we'll get there in just a moment. But Holly, as a mom, what really works for you here in the front seat of the Carnival?
Well, I love, and Tucker and I both love the interior colors with the navy blue. This matte colored chrome area, and then the cream. I just love the cream color in here. So this combination makes it feel very luxury, and then plus you have lots of storage up here, which I love. So you've got a huge center console, this little cubby right here, which is perfect for just about anything. There, I'll put my sunglasses there. Charger, another little cubby here. So there's just lots of versatile space here in the front.
Now, I will show there is no pass-through in this one, but we do have the wireless charger, rubberized mat there. So
on this side, there is a little cubby.
Yeah.
Is there one on that
No.
side? Nope, a little cubby.
So there is a little side
Heated
storage.
and ventilated.
Yeah, heated and ventilated seats, very comfortable. And this one has what I call the chauffeur mode seats right here on the front of the front seat, where you can actually move it if somebody is riding in the second row, which I guess does segue nicely. Tucker's already checking out the second row. So we've got 2 up front, 3 here in the middle, 3 in the back. So an 8-passenger minivan. This is the only 8-passenger minivan that we have here today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And as we were talking about cameras at the front of the car, there's one more camera right here that the parents can check on the kids.
Which I absolutely love, because you can actually see kids' faces here in the second row. We will talk about there are cameras in all the others, but this one is very unique in that approach. And while we're up on the ceiling, what are some other things on the ceiling that we really like?
Lights.
Lights. Holly, what are your thoughts?
The ceiling air conditioned vents, which is great. We found out, and a lot of parents know this, that it's really hard to keep kids in car seats cool because they get so hot in the summer sun, especially when the only place that air is coming out is at the floor.
Yeah.
So we love these ceiling mounted air vents. Tucker, why don't you pull that back there and show everybody what's under there? Can you?
Can you pull it? There you go. Come on,
got it.
give it a tug. Give it a tug.
Yeah.
Slide it. Slide it.
There you go.
Class exclusive second sunroof. So unlike some competitors, this actually opens. So both sunroofs open. And you can get that open air experience whether you're in the first row or the second row. So lots of convenience and luxuries there.
And
A little hook right here that you could put a little trash bag or a bag that has some toys or something in it for the kids.
I always say, because it's right next to that USB port on the side, if you're not using your phone, if you're not currently charging your phone, you can wind your phone cord up right there too.
You could.
So,
yeah, you could.
yeah, and I'm already ready to be reviewing the very back.
I know,
seat.
but we haven't shown them everything about the second row seat. So we did fold down that center seat, but Holly, I'm going to need to get you to fold it up. You can pull that strap. And then lift it up. And then Tucker's got his hand on it right there, but seat mounted seat belt. There we go. So very important for this next feature. You're going to want to not be behind it. Holly, can you demonstrate just how far back that seat goes? No, by sitting in it.
Oh, sitting in it. Okay.
This is what Kia calls the minding seat, and it actually slides back. You can see that metal bar down there at the bottom. It slides so far back, it will actually hit those third row seats. If we had the third row down, it would practically be a new third row seat. So you can stagger the seats if you need to. You can separate kids if you need to. Interesting that they call it the minding seat.
The minding seat.
Yep.
You misbehave, you go in the back.
Yep. And then this being the hybrid, the batteries are underneath the vehicle, so there is that.
Now, how will you get in the back?
We've got all the controls here for recline, for slide, and then
There
you
you
can
go.
see
That's
the
how you get out of the
seats
back.
do fold forward like such. So if a car seat is fixed into place, that's not going to work so well, but that does give you a nice view here into the third row. And look, we have lower latch points on the two outboard seats back here, which is really nice. What else do you want to show off, Tucker?
Well, I really like the cup holders here. Well, this cup holder says no cups, so we're not going to put cups right here, so it doesn't count.
They say no open containers back there is what that says.
No,
Yeah, you don't want to spill anything. But Mommy was pointing on the window back there. What's a cool feature on that window back there? Sunshades. What?
Yeah.
So we have sunshades going all the way back. We do have those in the second row in the sliding doors as well. So that is a very nice touch. And then I won't get Tucker to demonstrate it because it's a little difficult to show off. But that strap right there does give you a fully reclining third row seat. So this is 60-40 split.
What strap?
And you can recline that back seat to make it super comfortable.
What
as
strap?
well. This strap right here.
Oh.
If you pull that, you can actually recline the seat. So pull it and push back with your other hand. Now push with your other hand. Yeah, see?
You almost got it.
Yeah. It's a little difficult at 7 years old to get some of these adult seats to work. But now, are we done on the inside, or do we want to go around to the back and show how that folds into the back of the vehicle? All right.
Yeah.
So we're coming around to the back. All right. This does have Kia's smart open tailgate. It's where if you have the key on your person, you have everything turned on, all the situations just right. You just stand back here with the key, and it will open up on you. But Holly, why don't you show us
here.
exactly?
He wants to show the reclining seats. You pull this strap and I'll pull it back.
Yeah. Gotta love improvising.
There you go.
Look how much that seat reclines, so you can get very comfortable back there. But Holly, how do you fold these into the floor?
Okay, I'm gonna fold it into the floor, bud.
So
I'll
watch
do
out,
this.
man.
I'll do this one first.
So just one pull of that handle, just pull it all the way back.
Oh, there we go.
Yep. And
There
it folds. So you
And
can
then-
see exactly how the seat mechanism works. We'll go ahead and show you again. Holly, do this other seat, please.
Watch out, bud.
And you can see the seat back folds to the seat bottom, and that's how it folds in. Then we
And
had
then
to do.
we have some magnets
Yeah.
There you
Then
go.
we've got
that you
those
can
little
put
flaps.
here.
So now we've got lots of cargo storage space back here. We still have seating for 5 with all the room and the 3 seats up front. And now that we've got these seats down, Tucker, why don't you come over to our minding seat? Can you come up
Go
here,
over there.
T-Man? Can you get in the minding seat without stepping on everything, please? All right. There we go. Can you sit in it like a big kid? All right. We're going to pull this lever, and we're going to send him back.
Good.
All the way back. And there is your minding seat all the way back. You can see still on the same rails, but he is way back there. So again, if you've got a lot of cargo, a lot of stuff, you've got to fold the seats into the floor back here. Absolutely can be done, but look how far that thing comes back. All right, are we done here with the Kia? Is it time for Toyota?
Pacifica.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Tucker, why don't you come on, hop out of this one. We'll close the Kia down.
There we go. You can close this door.
Hey, mine.
So Holly did say Pacifica, but next up we have
Oh.
Toyota Sienna. The Pacifica is right there. But
Sorry.
we've got Toyota Sienna, just updated, refreshed for
Great.
2025. We have some subtle changes, but the real news is on the inside. But do you want to talk about the looks of this one? It's definitely more traditional minivan for sure,
It
especially
is,
seeing
but
it parked
you-
next to the
For
MPV.
sure, but there's some things that make it, fun and cool, like the big grill down here. There's some edges right there that make it more fun than the old minivan.
Yeah.
The red's fun.
Yes.
This is
I will note
fancy
while we're up
one.
here. So head-up display here, and then we've got head-up display over here. So I can't show you everything. We're not driving them. We're just giving you a quick tour of all of them. We did get new wheels for 2025, but similar profile all the way around. Come here. This is the top trim Platinum. So this is as luxurious as it gets. And Holly, as a mom, what works for you here in the Sienna?
Oh, well, first of all, you have the faux wood. That looks
Yeah.
really nice
Yes.
here. I would say in the Sienna, the interior of this model in particular feels very luxury. It is very luxury.
Yeah.
You've got the soft leather up here, which is really nice.
You got some surrounding the center console.
Some for your
Place
armrest.
And while we're talking about the center console, why not?
Give it a push. Got a nice wide opening center console with
Huge.
USB-Cs in there.
Mhm.
I will go ahead and say we're not starting a lot of these up, but this did get a new infotainment system for 2025. The keys are in it. I'm going to put my foot on the brake and show off the new infotainment system because this is brand new for 2025 model Toyota minivans. They're Sienna, so you can see it does take a little while. You got to go through all the warnings and this and that and the other. Not my favorite, but you know how it is. And then you put it in reverse and look, clear, crisp 360 cameras here on this one, so you can see all the way around, which I like. But you
Yeah.
touched a little on this.
Yes, I like
Works
this.
so well for road trips. This shelf that goes all the way
Yeah.
across.
And you've got the charger right here in the middle, which I like that the charger's not taking up space right here.
Yes.
And 4 cup holders.
Oh my goodness.
Right
Cup
here's
holders
the
and cup
front-
holders and
Cup holders and cup holders and cup holders.
Another USB port right here.
Yeah, huge pass through.
Yes.
I love this.
Tucker could probably curl up down there. There's so much space down
There's
there.
a lot of space
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah, let's see if I can.
No.
And it does have a little space right here. So you can like separate in a little
And
cubby
some
back
power.
here.
You got some power down here.
So not only is it a big, huge space, but it's organized as well. So you could keep things organized down there. There's cup holders on the door as well. So you could hold, what is that? 2, 4, 6, 8
just in the
drinks?
front seats alone.
Just in the front seats alone, plus a little shelf
Yeah.
as well as your shelf right here. I mean, the space, whoever designed the interior of this model Sienna really took into consideration efficiency of the space, which I really appreciate.
Yeah. And then Tucker's showing off the seats here, but two-tone seats, again, giving that premium vibe. They are
Premium.
heated. They are
They're
ventilated.
soft.
Yes.
Making the
Um,
states. I'm making the states be a person.
Now, I will
Chumpy.
also mention you can kick to open the door here. The key's sitting inside, so it's not going to work for me, but you can kick right there. You can see they do have the indication, so when that sticker is not there for a brand new one, you can get in to the side of the
Oh.
vehicle completely hands-free, which
Can I
is nice.
Can I show all the course?
In
Yes,
theory.
you can, but before you do, I want to talk about, so the Kia was 3-person in the middle. We have captain's chairs here in this one. So we have 7-passenger seating here. And I did misspeak a little bit earlier, but we'll touch on, we have one more 8-seater while we're here. But Tucker, what are some of your favorite features?
Well, I really like that you can actually fold. Let's see, can I do it?
It's this one.
Oh, this one?
What? An ottoman? That's crazy. You have a full leg rest and it slides out.
Oh, for tall people.
Which Tucker's
We're
not
not.
there yet. Tucker
Yeah.
and Holly aren't there yet, but look how comfortable you can get. Tucker, is this the place to be?
Yes.
And then what? And then what? What's up here that you're going to want to see when you're lounging back there? You push that button, boom, fold down screen. So you can watch something
TV.
as you lounge back here, which is really
And
awesome. What on earth do you have now?
vacuum cleaner.
Built-in vacuum cleaner that reaches the entire vehicle right here from the center. I'm going to go ahead and slide this. And Tucker, I might need an extra hand here. Holly,
Move your
thank you.
foot.
Thank you.
Okay.
There we go. But yes, new for 2025, we've got the center-mounted vacuum cleaner right here. You can see we also have some power back here. But this vacuum hose comes in its own zippered bag, so you can put it away when not in use. And then when the kids have made a mess, you just plug it in, you're good to go. And it does reach the entire vehicle, which
Yes.
is really cool. And there's the power button for it right here, which is really
Yes.
cool. But
And-
this seems really big and bulky. What is all this back here?
This. Oh,
Push
Please.
and lift. What? Wait,
cooler.
you have a cool box back here?
Yeah.
So many other vehicles that we've tested with cool boxes, they replace the center console. So you already saw just how massive that center console was. And now we have a full cool box back here,
Yeah.
again, with the buttons to control it. Which-
Yes.
How awesome is that, Tina?
Who wants to see how you get to clean out all the crumbs and stuff
Yeah,
from?
you got to clean out that vacuum, right?
Yes.
So all that it is stored right in there. So that is again a very efficient use of space.
Somebody's already got
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, so
Some stuff.
pretty
We've
easy
been
to clean
testing
that
it
out.
out.
They've been showing it off, testing it out. What are some other things you like, Holly, as a mommy back here?
Yeah, so in the doors, they have the screen,
Yeah.
both in the big doors all the way back to the back doors.
Yeah.
So that's nice too. One thing that's different between this one and the Kia is no sunroof in the back, but there is one in the front and it opens as well.
Yeah.
So I
Oh.
like that. You've got cup holders on the side of the seat. You've got cup holders that you could access right here.
Yes.
Plus you have the cooling box. So
Yes.
perfect. Oh, and best thing, it comes with headphones.
Yes.
So parents don't have to listen to Bluey if the
Yes.
kids are watching it in the
Which
back
we did
seat.
watch Bluey last time we had the Sienna. Another great thing about these, they're called the super long slide seats. So again, just like the minding seat we just saw in the Kia, if you've got the third row seat folded down, these go practically all the way back in the back, which comes in handy with the ottoman, with the leg rest.
And
Yeah.
So very
Here
convenient and comfortable there.
There's something secret back
Oh,
here.
what do you got? What do you got? HDMI port. What? So you can bring your own device and plug it up here. Tucker, do we want to talk third row now?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to talk here. Let's see. I'm going to pull this lever, and the seat bottom goes up a little bit. The
So
seat
fancy.
back goes forward. So you
Wow.
can see it kind of clamshells up a little bit. Again, not going to work with the child seat in place, but it does give you even more room to get into that third row.
Well, yeah, and it makes it easier for adults to get back in
Yeah.
the third row because it's
Which-
a lot bigger space right there.
Yeah, minivans,
is
I think,
nice.
are becoming more of a popular thing, not
You
just
know
for
what's-
children, but for adults to climb in.
And
You know
teenagers.
what's kind of bad back here?
What's kind of bad back here?
somebody who's sitting back here can control the volume from the headphones.
Yeah.
Which is not good, right?
Well, it is if you're that person, right? But
Well,
there's a plug
I
right
think
there.
it's
Yeah.
just for their headphones.
Yeah, it
guys.
is just for their headphones.
So you can
Okay.
be listening to one volume, and the person back here can be listening to another volume.
And
Okay.
Tucker, that strap right over your left shoulder
Yeah.
does just what the strap does in the Kia. It'll allow you to recline.
Fine. So pull it and lean back.
Yeah. Again,
I don't know.
sometimes
Yeah.
life is tough when you're 7, but yeah, we'll go ahead and show that as we go around to the back.
Here,
why
let me
don't-
see.
Yeah, let's
I'll-
see if Holly can demonstrate.
With all of this big space, I can just pop back here,
Yeah.
which does feel like it's a lot more space than the Kia to move around in the
so
back. But
I see.
Well, without that middle seat in there too.
that's true. That's true.
Oh boy.
So, oh wow, you're practically laying down there in the third row. That is
Yeah.
impressive.
It is comfy too.
And Tucker's able to climb back there because we already had the 60-40,
Hey.
the 40% already stored
We
into
need
the
it.
floor. But let's
Let's
go
see.
back to the way back.
Hi.
That's
I'm
all I
gonna
put
take
in.
a little nap.
Take a little siesta. We're gonna go back
Yes,
to the way
and I'm
back,
kind of stuck back here.
and we're gonna
No,
show
Daddy's
off,
gonna
I'm not
open-
actually
the
stuck.
cargo
Daddy's gonna
space
open the back.
here in the way back, and how the seats fold into the floor.
Hello.
So you can see Tucker's already back here. Tucker, will you hop out real quick because I want to put this seat up. Thank you, sir. So very easy to put back into place, one-handed as I'm filming, and then there you go. But Holly, can you demonstrate how these go back down into the floor? Everything's
Sure.
numbered. You just pull,
Yeah, so that's easy.
and
Oh, that
boom,
was easy.
right into the floor. So same folding mechanism that Kia uses. The seat back folds down to the seat bottom, and they do lock in
Here,
place.
don't worry.
And like
I just-
Tucker showed off in the
Go ahead.
Kia, we've got that flap that again covers the gap there. So pretty cool there. You can see there are our storage bags for the vacuum
Vacuum.
system and our first aid kit. But lots and lots of plugs back here. We've got 2 USB-C ports back there with the volume control that Tucker was pointing out, and some more power back here. But Tucker, why don't you grab your Alfa Romeo hat and we'll head over to the Honda Odyssey. And this is where I rectify a misspeak earlier in the vehicle or the video, because I said the Kia was the only 8-passenger. Honda's got a nice, fun little twist with their Odyssey that I want to talk about when we get inside. But before we climb inside, Holly, what are your thoughts on the style of the Odyssey? It is the most traditional minivan of the bunch.
You think so?
I do.
I
It's got
don't-
some fun exterior call-outs.
Okay, well, what I think is interesting is here on the front most of all, because if you're looking at it, I mean, it does slope up here like a minivan, but this area looks like a car.
Yep.
Looks like one of their sedans almost,
Yep,
right?
I can
Right
see
in
it.
this area.
Yep.
And that's what I think is most interesting with the black accents. I like that a lot. This color is really nice. Of course, we like the blue colors.
So this got a minor facelift for 2025. And then perhaps the coolest feature when we're talking about style is this kind of lightning bolt style line going down
yeah.
the window line and the floating roof, which is really cool. But why don't we move into the front seat, talk about some of the things we like up there. I'll go around to the passenger side this time.
Okay.
And we'll take a look here at the front seats.
Follow
Tucker's
down
already
the seat,
showing stuff
okay.
off. But just like before, we've got big screens in here. We've got a lot of nice touches. But Holly, as a mom, what works for you here in the Odyssey?
The styling
Yeah.
is great. And I'll say this, I've said this many times. If you follow my channel, especially, I say it all the time, and I comment this on people's things, like, don't sleep on the minivans. Like, these 4 cars, all of these interiors are luxury interiors. It's going to be an affordable price. But one thing in this one in particular that I really like are like these faux, it looks like wooden, and you've got the leather at the top, but you've got the different shades. This is why I'm always like, we get into some really expensive car and it's just black all over. I'm like, what? Oh, let's do some changing up. Let's do that. So I really like that. You've got the armrest right here on the
'cause
side.
The center console is so low on
It's
this one.
so low, but these are so comfy. They almost feel like a Lazy Boys
Mhm.
armrest, as well as the seats.
Yeah.
So I really like
Looks
that.
like I
And we
found
can
the
see heated and
keys.
ventilated seats here as well, which is very
Heated
nice.
and ventilated
Yeah,
seats.
Tucker found
Yep.
the keys in the rolling center console
Yeah.
cover.
Well, but look at this.
Yeah.
It's removable, and it goes like
Way
way
down
down there. You've got your headphones for the
Yeah.
TV down
So
here.
we're already giving away some of the backseat stuff.
Yeah.
in this one.
Giving away some of the backseat stuff. So
What about
Um,
storage in here?
the compa-
I cut you off guard.
you did comparatively to the two that we've already seen. This is my least favorite efficiency of storage. There's still a lot because it's a minivan. But, you know, as in the Sienna over there, you had what, like 8 cup holders or something like that. You just have your 2 cup holders here. You do have
You've got the one
an
in the door
empty
right here.
space. It's not a pass through. Yeah, you got the ones. So you got 2 here, 2 there. I guess you could put 1 on the bottom too. So you have 6
6 versus
there.
the 8.
You've got a shelf.
Yeah.
You've got this little thingy.
We've got this bag hook right here, so if you want to put
Yes.
your purse down here and you don't want the handle
guess what
falling over, lots of power.
You got a charger here.
Yes,
wireless
and I
charger.
even discovered something.
Yeah, you've got your sunglass holder that also doubles as convex mirror. So the Toyota had a camera system inside it as well. This one's got a camera system inside it. So lots, they call it cabin watch. I remember Honda's branding. They call it cabin watch. It's the camera system here. We'll see that as we move back to the back. And just a standard size normal sunroof up here as well.
Yep.
But
It's nice.
also untraditional.
I just like, yes,
the
yeah.
push button.
I just like, so you have this big open space right here. I know I'm pretty picky on a pass through because some of them are pass throughs, but they're too small to fit anything.
Yeah.
But I do like having something cover
Yep.
where all your crap's going to be.
All right, let's move back to the back 2 rows. All right, so no surprise here. Power sliding doors as in all models. And yes, I did misspeak earlier. This too is an 8 passenger. So we have 2 8 passengers, 2 7
Yes.
passengers.
Now,
But Honda has a really cool trick with this one. Tucker,
Daddy.
can you see, do you see that strap right there?
yeah.
Can you pull that and mommy will lift the seat back
Out.
up? Can you lift the seat back up?
this,
No,
this.
yeah, the seat back.
Let me see.
Yeah, mommy will help you there. So you do have seating here that you can absolutely work with.
All right. Since Mommy mentioned TV in the front,
Yeah.
who wants to see how you can?
All right, fold it down, fold it down. Boom. 1080p screen right there. But let me finish with this seat. So this seat is completely removable. I won't make you do it. We have a full video of this exact model. This exact one was at our house for a full week. That seat completely removes. There's a little lever right there. You can pick it up. It's not too heavy. It's just awkward. But then one of my favorite features of a second row, these seats slide inward. So you can pull the lever here. Without that seat there, you can slide both seats side by side together over there. You can put them both in the middle. It's a highly configurable second row here on the Odyssey.
Yep.
Really cool. Would have worked very well for me and my brother growing up. Though we had captain's chairs, so we didn't have to worry about it too much. What are some other things you like?
If you have captain's chairs, it takes out this chair.
Yeah.
So I mean, I love having
This
the
is best of both
versatility.
worlds.
Yeah, it's the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
Guys-
and then all the cup holders. Can you fold that back down? All the cup holders on the back.
Yeah.
Very nice.
3.
Yeah. I
Okay.
just found a.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tucker
that's-
showing that's how you
Yep,
remove the
that
seat
takes
completely.
the seat out.
And then storage back here. You have device pocket here and all your other stuff here and a phone pocket right there. So lots of cool storage back here.
Also, you get some controls over there, but not over here, I don't guess.
So the
But
air
it doesn't
controls,
have, the only thing is it doesn't have ceiling mounted vents.
the vents are back here. So that is a slight miss for us. It is one of the older minivans in the segment. So
But if you think about it, if you're a mom that has a backward facing car seat right now, that's going to be hitting right at the back of the car seat and not where it needs to be.
And then I pointed out the seat-mounted seatbelt on the Kia Carnival. You have the ceiling mounted for this middle seat. So if you don't want it in the way, you've got it right there. We have the sunshades built into the doors. We've got the doors open right now.
All the way
Tucker, we've
back.
got the sunshades back there with you in the third row. If
Do
you
you
need
want to
that.
show them?
Yeah. Is he gonna? Nope. You had it right.
Yeah.
you've got to do both. So it's a very unique system where you have to hook and latch. Holly's going to help out here. There you go.
Alright.
There you go.
Yeah, that
Very
one's
interesting
different.
system there. And then I'll go ahead and show off how you get into that third row. So again, not car seat friendly in how it folds up. So if you have a car seat in place here, it's going to be harder getting into the third row. And then talking about the third row, what are some things you like back here, T-Man?
Well,
I can already see some power back here and volume controls, just like in
Cup
the Toyota.
holders. How many cup
cup
holders you got?
holders.
Mm-hmm.
See, so right here on this side we have 2.
Yeah.
And then a tiny little triangle
Yeah.
compartment.
Little small compartment. And then
Yeah.
Tucker, see that strap sticking up on the top corner of the seat?
Yeah.
You can recline these seats too.
Wow.
So you pull up on that and you can recline it. Holly, I'm not going to make you crawl through since there's a bench seat here in its current configuration. But yes, you can fold that down. Tucker, why don't you grab your hat and meet us around in the back of the vehicle and we'll show off how you fold the seats down in this one. Come on out this way, T-Man. And show us how to power close this door. I know you love power closing the doors. How do you close it?
Well, as you can see here, this bottom says open, this top one says close. So
Alright.
we're gonna hit
Boom.
the top.
Push it. And there it goes. Pretty quick too.
Yeah.
No, now I lied.
It paused.
Yeah, it got really slow. All right, Holly,
What?
show us how. Tucker's got tons of space back here. All right. The great thing about
you climb in.
I could.
He could.
I
He
could.
could.
Just climb in.
I'm not gonna, bud,
There's
just
a
because I'm
lot of
filming. But why don't you pop out real quick? And as with all the minivans, all the instructions are always on the back of the seats here. But this is
Going
my
magic
favorite third row seat because it has got the coolest feature. Holly, do you want to hold the camera and I'll show off my favorite feature?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, okay. We'll go ahead and swap here. So this works great for tailgating because now it is a tailgate seat, fully padded, and you can just chill out back here. This is the only one in this segment that does this. Chrysler used to when it was called the Town and Country. Let's not pull those up, but
Well, it might also be.
but yes, very comfortable back here, and you can see a different folding method
Sorry.
in that the seat back is the first thing to go down. But if that isn't enough for you, like if you want it to go completely in, you can do it like that. Tucker, why don't you pop over here real quick, and we'll close that up, and we'll finish bringing that in to, there we go, into the floor. So completely different method for folding those into the floor there. They pivoted backwards. So instead of clamshelling up like before, completely different folding method. And you can see the crumb hiders right there so you don't get a bunch of junk. But look how much space. You still have seating for 5 if you need to. Thanks to that seat. You have mat pockets on the backs of the second row seats, which is nice for third row passengers. You do get some air vents back here and some additional power and some more speakers. But Tucker, why don't we hop out? We've got one vehicle left.
One minivan left.
Yeah, one vehicle
We're
left.
going to be tailgating with our minivan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think this best third row of the bunch just because of the tailgate feature. Tucker's going to climb inside while Holly talks us through the styling of this one. What are your thoughts on the style of the grandfather of the segment? Chrysler invented the minivan in 1984. What do you think of the Pacifica?
I really like the Pacifica. We've driven a Pacifica several times. The styling is, I would say, feminine, soft curves, not a lot of curves, soft curves, and lines. It looks a lot like a minivan, a classic minivan.
Yep, classic minivan shape going down the side. Very clean, sleek lines. This is a limited trim, so while we had top trims all the way down the rest, this one is not the top trim, so it's not apples to apples all the way down. We do have the Sport S appearance package on this one, so we had all the black accents outside. We get the S embroidered here on the front seats. They have 3 different center console options across the lineup. This is the nicest center console of the bunch, so we really like that. But Holly, as a mom, how does the front seat of the Pacifica work for you?
Well, it's already hot because the seats are black.
It's black on black on black.
Black on black on black. For me in the Pacifica, it's a lot of gloss black up here.
Yeah.
That tends to get dusty and fingerprints and stuff like that. So I don't love that. But you have a little rolly. You can hide some of your crap. It's a little bit smaller than some of the others, but it does have an extra shelf. It's got a place to hold coins. You don't see that very often anymore. A charger right here, but a little cubby as well right here. That right now is holding the keys, which makes sense. Couple cup holders. Really big glove compartment.
Yep. And then what do we got down here? Boom, a pass-through, but it's on the smaller side.
I almost didn't see it. It is on the smaller side, and it's a little bit further up than the other ones. You have a little shelf in the side door along with the other typical.
And we have a place to charge your phone.
Yeah.
You do have a place to charge your phone. That's true. You got a little knob here. That's your gear selector.
And then we've got the massive panoramic roof in this one, which
Yeah,
will
huge.
inform when we talk about cameras here in just a moment. We didn't show the camera on the Honda. Our apologies, but it is next to the 1080p screen. So it is facing the front of all the seats. You can see faces in all rows.
It looks like it's got speakers that you can talk to the back, I'm assuming, right
yeah.
here. Which we like that
All right,
feature.
shall we move further back?
Yeah, let me open your door for you.
Looky there. So ceiling mounted buttons to open the second row. Now again here we do have a 7-seater, so we do have the captain's chairs in the second row. But Tucker, what's something unique that you've already started playing with back here? 1, Holly. 2. We have 2 screens. You can mirror them. You can show the same thing on both of them, or you can show something different on each. So a little less fighting over what we're watching here in this one, that you have 2 screens. But let's go ahead and fold those down real quick.
And put the remotes back in here.
Put them into
You
place.
do have on this one ceiling mounted air vents that we like. On the other side where you can't see it, but there's also their own selectors, air vent selectors.
And then this shiny plastic bit right here, that is actually the camera. Chrysler calls it fam cam.
Fam cam.
So again, you're looking at the backs of these front 2 seats, but the front faces of everyone back there. And Holly, I'm actually going to trade places with you because for 2025, they are celebrating the 20th anniversary of what? Stow and Go.
Oh, Stow and Go. Yeah, we did the
Yes,
Stow and Go
we did the
competition.
Stow and Go challenge. I caught her real off guard on that one, but let's trade places real quick.
Okay.
And I want you to show everybody how Stow and Go works because it is a segment exclusive. So you did not see that on the other models. Tucker, you're gonna need to get out of the way, please. Why don't you move back to that 3rd row? And Holly's gonna show off how to do Stow and Go. So
the first thing is there's a button down here. You have to move your front seat up forward a little bit if it's back.
Yeah.
Like it is. So we're going to move it up to the front there. Move up the floor. And then this is super easy. Watch out. You don't have your hand on it. Do you, T-Man?
No.
And then boom.
Boom.
Right into the floor.
Into the floor.
But now you've got the seat sitting here. What do you do?
Oh, you can cover it.
You
Is
pull,
that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pull
You
and
cover it.
click
And lock it.
locks into place.
See?
We're going to have to push it down just a little bit more. But segment exclusive, fold into the floor, second row seats. So very easy to expand your cargo capacity in here. I had her move over there. She's got the button right there. I've got a button down here, but I just figured it would be a little bit better to show off on the passenger side because it's probably the one you're going to be doing a little bit more. And you can see the front seat does need to move forward to give all the folding mechanisms.
Yeah, but then you can move it back.
Space.
So like if somebody was sitting with you, then you can move it back. So now you have 3 seats. You'll have to check out my channel or Tucker's channel to see we did the Stow and Go challenge, and we filled this whole thing up with a lot of luggage and lake stuff for coming to the lake, plus Tucker and his booster seat and that, and we had plenty of room.
And I will go ahead and show you here. So I haven't moved the driver's seat forward, but if the seat isn't in place, you've got tons of storage. So we did road trip 2 Pacificas over 2 years down Route 66. We started off in a non-hybrid model that did have stow and go, and that was great, especially for when we went to the Grand Canyon. Because we were able to put Tucker's dirty shoes down there. It was just extra storage for us. All seats were still in place, which was really nice. And then the next year we did the hybrid. Hybrid puts the battery pack there, so stow and go is not available on the hybrid. And then I wanted to go ahead and show you the only seat in the class that you can leave a child seat in place and fold the seats forward to get into the third row, which I really like.
Check your child safety seat manual to make sure that your child safety seat is one that can do that.
Yes. And then, Holly, what did you find?
I found a vac that I didn't even know was in here.
What?
So
it's a vacuum
our
cleaner.
second vacuum of the bunch here. You can see it's built more into the side. Your power button's right here. So really cool
Where
that
the
you've
power
got a vacuum. And then to clean it out and everything, you've got your accessories in here. No, the vehicle's not on, bud. So that's very nice. And then Tucker wants to clean up.
You make it fun for everybody.
Holly, since you're already sitting back there, the strap by what will be your right hip will allow you to recline those seats.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
He's testing out how far it will go.
Yeah.
Wait.
Can you recline? There you go. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can get pretty comfortable, especially with stow and go. That's very nice.
Do my little...
Yeah, you've got a smallish shade, but one of the biggest third row windows, I'd say, in the bunch. So very not claustrophobic.
It's
back
nice.
Here.
Nope. 2 cup holders.
Yeah.
A little cubby here. Some power outlets here. Hey, I like this. You can adjust even the back seat.
Yeah, the height. All right, let's wrap this one up with the storage and the back seat back here in the back. So we've got the lower mounted handle here, and we've got 3-row fold-in, 3-row vehicle, fold into the row, second and third row. So Holly, again here, you've got one strap, you pull it, and you can see.
I'm already a pro at this.
Yes. Boom. It folds in.
This is so easy.
A lot like the Honda does, but it doesn't give you the tailgate feature.
Tucker,
like
you want to
Honda
try
did.
and see if you can do it? Pull number 1 first.
That releases the seat.
Okay. Here, pull
and then
number 2.
Pull number 2. And boom. And now.
Even Tucker can do it.
And now look how much space you've got, especially with that second row folded into the floor. Tons and tons and tons of space back here. We have some additional power back here. We've got power in the third row for third row passengers. And one thing that Chrysler does that we really like, especially for you at 5 foot, Holly, the power button to power close the hatch is on the side, so you don't have to reach way up and close it that way. So why don't you close this down, and we'll give our summary of the 4 minivans here.
Who wants to say me saying uncomfortable?
All right, Holly, Tucker, we've seen all 4 minivans in the segment. The grandfather of the minivan that really defined and created the segment with Chrysler. We've got the newest entry. And then updates across the board. Absolutely lots to see here. We've got an 8-seater here. We've got an 8-seater over there. Lots of different options here to go with. And really not a bad pick of the bunch.
No.
They all have their strengths. They all have their weaknesses. But I'd say a solid fit in the minivan segment. What do you think? People need to get over the minivan stigma?
100%. Do not sleep on the minivans. They are the most efficient family vehicles out there.
Yeah, and we've got hybrid, available as a hybrid, still traditional V6, but V6 and V6 over here, 4 cylinders over here.
I would definitely have this when I grow up.
Tucker's a fan of the Sienna.
Tucker wants the Sienna. If you want to see more from us here on the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring the bell so you're notified when new videos drop. Find us on all social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, you name it. Everything's at GT Garage Talk. You can find Holly at Female Consumer, Facebook and Instagram. You can find Tucker at Tucker's Talk on YouTube. But yeah, lots of great minivans to choose from. Which one is your favorite? Sound off in the comments below.
Are we going to do a picture
Can you grab
too?
the Kia? And
Come here,
put the
honey.
booty of it next to
The
the.
booty.
The booty.
The
All right,
booty.
let's take off the Alfa Romeo hat. Well, or is it keeping the sun out of your eyes?
It's keeping the sun on my eyes.
Okay, that's fine. Are we gonna do?